I'm Noah McDaniel, and I first started Libertas in 3rd grade during COVID. I left after that year ended and came back in the 8th grade. I first started Libertas during COVID and left after that year ended, but came back after 4 years of homeschooling to make sure I was prepared for high school. When I first got told I was coming to Libertas, I went through many emotions at once. But as the school year got closer, I started getting more excited about 8th grade. I was nervous I would be behind and not be as smart as everyone else, but everything ended up being okay. This year, I was lucky enough to have Mrs. Colton as a principal, Mrs. Verkirk for science, Latin, art, and Bible, Mrs. Redmond for humanities, Mrs. DeRocher for math, and Mrs. Johnson and Mr. Salazar for PE. I would like to share some of my highlights of Libertas, friends and teachers who helped me to grow spiritually and as a person, and lessons that I will remember of my time at Libertas. I've made many memories while attending Libertas, but the ones that I will remember the most are my first day of school and the Christmas play. On my first day of 8th grade, I was terrified, but from the second I stood on the campus, I was made to feel welcome. I was getting greeted by everyone, and Michelle French ran up to me and pulled me into the classroom, insisting I sat by her. The second memory I have is that when the parts came out for the Christmas play, and I saw that I was the lead character, I didn't know what to do because I was very nervous and afraid of having to speak in front of all those people. I read through my lines thinking I can't do this, but I did. It was a lot of work, but so much fun. Play practice never felt like a chore, and yes, getting out of PE was also pretty nice. But I'm so grateful to have gotten the opportunity to act in the Christmas play. The memories I made at Libertas will never be forgotten, and I'm so grateful to have been given the opportunity to go to a school that is worth being sad about leaving. People who have made this year better, and I'm so grateful for, is Viviana Ruff, Michelle French, Mrs. Redmond, Mrs. Verkirk, and most importantly, my parents. All you need in life is people who will be with you no matter what, and I'm lucky enough to have Michelle and Vivi. They always have a way of making everything better, and is on my side for everything, no matter what, even if I'm out of my mind. I'm so lucky to call them my friends. There are so many amazing teachers here, but I'm so lucky to have had Mrs. Verkirk. She made learning fun and could always tell when we needed a break. Even if everyone was in bad moods or tired, we always walked out of her class laughing and with smiles on our faces. I'm also grateful for Mrs. Redmond and all of her stories. Thank you for making school fun. There are a lot of important people in my life, but I'm so lucky to have my parents. I would be nowhere without them. Sending me to this school is a huge sacrifice of time and money, but they make it work, and I'm so grateful for them. I have so many important people in my life, and I'm grateful for all of them. Michelle, Mrs. Verkirk, Mrs. Redmond, and my parents have made my last year as a child one I'll remember forever. I've learned a lot while attending Libertas, but I will always remember what it taught me about hard work and good friendships. I'm mostly grateful that being in this school has brought me closer to God. I've heard the saying, hard work pays off, and in this school is where that's true. This school has proven to me that as long as you stay focused and on top of things, then you won't be stressed. I'll admit I've had a few missing assignments, but it's way better to cram and get it done than give yourself a break and it's late. Another thing I've learned at Libertas is how important good friends are. I've had a lot of friends come and go over this past year, but I was lucky enough to be blessed with best friends who have never left my side and believed in me no matter what. Most importantly, my relationship with God exceeded drastically. From singing in chapel, early morning Bible classes, and feeling God's presence everywhere and in everything. In chapel, watching all the little TKers singing to Him with their arms open wide is just incredible. This school has a way of welcoming people with smiles of the Lord, and I have learned many useful things that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. Thank you.